Confidence is not something we are born with. It is something we build every single day through small choices, self-awareness, and reflection. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Dr. Joseph Murphy, this approach to personal growth emphasizes the importance of looking back on your daily experiences, noticing both the victories and the setbacks, and learning from them in a way that strengthens your self-belief. Many people go through life without truly pausing to consider what they've learned from yesterday, what patterns are repeating, or what moments made them feel proud or fulfilled. By taking the time to reflect, you begin to notice the subtle ways you are growing, even when it doesn't feel dramatic or obvious. Journaling is one of the most practical tools for this process because it gives your thoughts a tangible form, a place where you can organize your reflections and track your progress over time. Dr. Joseph Murphy often highlighted the power of the subconscious mind in shaping our reality, and one of the most effective ways to communicate with the subconscious is through repetition, clarity, and conscious reflection. By writing down your experiences at the end of each day, you are not just remembering what happened, you are interpreting it, understanding it, and teaching yourself how to improve, how to overcome obstacles, and how to celebrate achievements. This practice helps create a positive feedback loop. As you reflect on successes, no matter how small, you reinforce confidence. As you reflect on challenges, you gain clarity about what can be improved, and you develop strategies for handling similar situations in the future. Over time, this daily habit of self-examination builds a foundation of inner strength, resilience, and self-trust. The more consistent you are with reflecting and journaling, the more you begin to notice patterns in your behavior, mindset, and emotional responses. You start to recognize which habits serve you and which ones hold you back. You gain insight into how your thoughts influence your actions, how your emotions influence your decisions, and how intentional reflection can guide your personal and professional life in a more positive direction. This isn't just about keeping a record. It's about creating a dialogue with yourself, learning to understand your motivations, and strengthening your ability to make conscious choices aligned with your goals. And while the idea of reflection might sound simple, it is surprisingly powerful because it taps into the same principles Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasized. The mind has the ability to shape your reality when you direct it consciously. By taking a few minutes each day to journal your experiences, your thoughts, and your feelings, you are essentially programming your mind to notice growth, recognize opportunity, and cultivate confidence. This practice transforms ordinary days into lessons, ordinary challenges into stepping stones, and ordinary moments into opportunities to reinforce self-belief. Over time, this consistent habit of reflection and journaling becomes more than a practice. It becomes a lifestyle that allows you to approach life with clarity, purpose, and the unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you are learning, growing, and moving forward every single day. While reflection and journaling are powerful tools for building confidence, it is equally important to approach this practice with honesty and kindness toward yourself. Many people make the mistake of judging themselves too harshly when reviewing their daily experiences, focusing only on mistakes or missed opportunities, and overlooking the progress they have made. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings, it becomes clear that self-compassion is a critical part of personal growth because the mind responds not only to what we think, but to how we feel about ourselves. When you reflect on your day with an attitude of understanding rather than criticism, you allow yourself to see patterns without judgment, and this creates a safe mental space where real learning can happen. Each entry in your journal should serve as a gentle mirror, showing you both your strengths and the areas where you can improve, without triggering self-doubt or fear. This balance between awareness and acceptance encourages a mindset that sees challenges not as failures, but as opportunities for learning. For example, if you handled a difficult conversation poorly, reflecting on it honestly allows you to pinpoint what went wrong and how you might respond differently next time. At the same time, celebrating small victories, like staying calm under pressure, completing a task you procrastinated on, or showing kindness to someone else, reinforces positive behavior and builds momentum for confidence. Over time, this dual approach of honest reflection and gentle encouragement strengthens the belief that you are capable of growth and change, which is at the heart of Dr. Joseph Murphy's philosophy. Another key aspect of effective reflection is consistency. Just as the body develops strength through repeated exercise, The mind develops resilience and confidence through repeated awareness and practice. Setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect ensures that you are continually reinforcing lessons, noticing patterns, and gradually shaping your mindset. Consistency also makes the process easier and more natural. Over time, reflection becomes less of a task and more of an instinctive part of your daily routine. Additionally, writing your reflections down has a unique power because it bridges the gap between conscious thought and the subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasized that the subconscious is highly receptive to repeated impressions and clear intentions. By putting your thoughts, feelings, and lessons on paper, you are effectively programming your subconscious to recognize your progress, internalize your achievements, and guide your actions in a more confident and constructive direction. This creates a cycle in which reflection feeds action, action feeds experience, and experience feeds further reflection. Eventually, this cycle cultivates a self-reinforcing sense of competence and self-assurance, enabling you to face challenges with a calm, focused mindset. Whether your daily experiences involve personal relationships, work challenges, or personal goals, the act of reflection becomes a tool that empowers you to transform ordinary days into meaningful stepping stones for confidence. In this way, journaling is not just a record of your life. It is an active practice of growth, a dialogue with yourself, and a strategy for turning every experience into a lesson that builds lasting self-belief. As you continue to make reflection and journaling a part of your daily routine, you will notice a gradual but powerful shift in how you approach life. Confidence grows not from sudden breakthroughs, but from the steady accumulation of insights, awareness, and self-trust that come from examining each day thoughtfully. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, this process emphasizes that your mind is a fertile ground where thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes take root. By consciously choosing to focus on growth, understanding, and progress, you plant seeds that will develop into stronger self-belief and a resilient mindset. One of the most valuable aspects of this practice is that it transforms ordinary experiences into lessons. Even setbacks, mistakes, or unexpected challenges become opportunities to learn something important about yourself. When you reflect on what went wrong without judgment, you uncover patterns in your behavior, recognize triggers, and develop strategies to respond more effectively in the future. This mindset turns obstacles into stepping stones and fosters the kind of confidence that does not depend on external validation but grows from within. Additionally, journaling creates a tangible record of your journey. Looking back at past entries allows you to see how far you have come, reminding you that even small actions contribute to meaningful growth. It also provides a way to track habits, emotions, and reactions over time, helping you identify what strategies are effective and which areas need more attention. Dr. Joseph Murphy often emphasized that the subconscious mind is highly responsive to repeated, deliberate impressions. By reflecting daily and recording your thoughts, you are essentially sending positive, growth-oriented messages to your subconscious. This repetition gradually reinforces beliefs in your abilities, strengthens confidence, and encourages a proactive approach to challenges. Another key benefit is the sense of clarity and purpose it brings. When your mind is organized, when you understand your progress and your lessons, you feel more equipped to make intentional decisions. Life becomes less reactive and more directed because you have cultivated the habit of thoughtful observation, self-assessment, and intentional growth. Over time, this practice also fosters gratitude and appreciation for your journey. By acknowledging accomplishments, no matter how small, you reinforce positive feelings about yourself and your life, which further strengthens confidence. Reflection is not just about identifying areas for improvement. It is about recognizing your strengths, celebrating your achievements, and developing a balanced, empowered perspective. Finally, the true power of this approach lies in its simplicity and accessibility. You do not need elaborate systems or complex techniques. Just a notebook, a few minutes each day, and the willingness to be honest and present with yourself. As you practice consistently, inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings, you cultivate a mindset that is aware, confident, and resilient. This daily commitment transforms ordinary days into meaningful experiences, helps you navigate challenges with grace, and builds an unshakable belief in your own potential. Ultimately, The act of reflecting, journaling, and learning from every experience becomes not just a habit, but a lifestyle. A lifestyle that supports continuous personal growth, nurtures inner confidence, and empowers you to live each day with intention, clarity, and courage.